Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another video here today, and I'm just going to keep this short because I'm sure a lot of you have already seen this already, and for those who haven't, you're in for a treat. But Hasbro has finally come around to the idea of introducing concept art to the Studio Series, and we're going to be getting two new additions specifically to that line, and two fantastic additions to open it up, being Megatron's concept art from the Bumblebee movie, as well as Rumble's concept art from the Bumblebee movie. And both of these characters are pretty important. Well, Rumble's not necessarily an important character, but Megatron's an extremely important character. But Rumble's really cool because if you see the Rumble art, and I'll throw it up on screen now, it's a really cool concept art and just a really cool concept overall. And the cool thing about it as well is it is compatible with the Studio Series Bumblebee movie Soundwave. So that's just totally awesome to hear. But moving on to Megatron, the more important guy here, this is just awesome to see. And I wanted to make a video about this, not necessarily just talking about the characters, but talking about what this could mean for the future. Because if they're introducing concept series or a concept line to the Studio Series, they could do this for anything. And I mean, like, even Studio Series 86, like, I'm sure that there's some unused concepts of G1 characters lying around somewhere. They could go with that. They could tap into the Bay movies. They could tap into all of the animated shows. They could tap into the games. There is so much concept art out there for Transformers. So the fact that they're actually doing this is pretty damn big, I think, for the future of what we could be getting. But Megatron specifically, if you're into the third-party marketing, which I think a lot of people who collect Transformers are, it's kind of impossible to stay away from the third-party stuff, considering most of it is quite literally better than anything Hasbro puts out, and cheaper. But Monocrat Megatank, and I can it's completely leaving my mind because I don't have it up on screen as I'm recording this. Whoever made that, I'll throw it up. Whoever made that, it's been a third-party Bumblebee movie Megatron iteration that has been around for quite some time now. And while it's not super one-to-one with this specific Megatron, because this Megatron is, of course, based on the concept art, and the concept art, I actually made a video about this a few months back because there were toys coming out on shelves in Targets and Walmarts featuring this Megatron as part of a toy line for Rise of the Beasts, and it showed this Megatron concept on the box. But many people were quick to assume that it just meant Megatron was in Rise of the Beasts. But a little bit more research, you could find out, no, this was just the concept art from the B movie, and that is the model they're choosing to reuse and do for this. But the reason I bring up Monocrat Megatank is because they pretty much stole one-to-one the vehicle mode from that guy, and even the robot mode, if you're not looking at the specific details like the face and stuff, it looks almost like the same. Like, I genuinely, when I first saw it pop up, I was like, okay, wait, this is just the third-party figure. And then you look at the details and you look at the logo and you're like, oh my god, this is Studio Series. But regardless, the figure looks cool. I was a little concerned at first with the blurry photos with the size of the head proportion, but overall, with these clearer photos, it really does look good, and I'm really interested to see how he scales alongside other Studio Series figures, specifically for the Bumblebee movie, because this guy is supposed to be huge. If you've ever seen the scale chart for the B movie Transformers, he makes Optimus look small, and Optimus is the biggest Transformer we've seen from there, other than if you're counting Transit added and stuff like that. But when we're talking about the B movie itself, Optimus was the tallest bot over there, so Megatron dwarfs him. So we'll see how this guy scales up. And I also forgot to mention he's a triple changer. The jet mode doesn't look too great, but it's cool to have a bonus mode in there when we can get one. And I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I think this is the first Studio Series triple changer, because I know we've had Blitzwing and all that stuff, but that's the Legacy line. I don't think we've had a triple changer in Studio Series yet, so Megatron from the Bumblebee movie being that. And I've seen a lot of people say that the jet mode, that his third transformation, that's what he turns into, is kind of an homage to the idea that this could still be a prequel to the original Transformers Bay movies. And I'm not even going to get into that whole debate. I'm just going to tell you the factual reality, which was the Bumblebee movie was supposed to be a prequel to that because they were still undecided on the idea of a reboot. and we know that's carried all the way into Rise of the Beasts, and it's just like a 50-50. The directors say it's a reboot, meanwhile the studios are saying no, it's a continuation, yada yada. We're not going to get into all that, but this Megatron, the jet mode, people are saying this could just be kind of an homage or kind of something similar to his 2007 appearance to kind of tie those things together. Regardless, I think the Megatron looked great, and I can't wait to pick him up, and I will 100% be trying to review that guy as soon as I get him in hands. But other than that, I just wanted to talk about how this is a pretty cool thing for the outlook of the future of Transformers, because if they keep doing these concept designs or even just do repaints and call them concepts and stuff like that, I think it'd be awesome. But please let me know in the comments down below, what are some figures you would love to see conceptualized, repaints, anything of the sort. Let me know in the comments down below, and until next time, guys, peace.